হুম, হুম। সব ফেসবুকে দিয়ে দে, লিঙ্কটা দিয়ে। So hello students, we are live from YouTube. Yeah, we have started our live streaming from YouTube from today. So it was a marathon, which we won. I think I started it from yesterday, so there were so many hazards, we had to overcome that. But I really wanted to come to you all with this live streaming so that many students, maybe today all of you will not be joining, but many students will prefer joining online. So that's the reason we started doing the live from today. So basically, we why we wanted to start with this Germany's free education. I have also started the YouTube videos and in Facebook also. So there are a lot of wrong notions regarding YouTube, sorry, not YouTube's, regarding Germany's free education. So first and foremost, it's it's not absolutely free, huh? There are a very small semester fees which you need to pay. That's a very small amount, but Italy also has a free education. But today we will be talking only about Germany. And why Germany? Because Germany is one of the economically very powerful countries. So settlement, job opportunities, social security, everything is very high, and the state means the country really looks after your well-being. So your quality of life is very good in Germany. Moreover, it has many ways of entering the country. Through the student colony, even the medical students they can enter Germany, and after staying there 1 year they can appear for their MBBS, means their medical, and they can do their medical studies absolutely free if they pass the entrance. So isn't it wonderful? You spend, if you study in a private college in India, you know how much the cost a parent has to bear, but when you are in Germany, even if you do not get chance in the first time, you can take another chance, and also you can go for other medical related programs. Even beyond technology, any student, whether you are from any stream, hospitality, management, healthcare, of course technology is there, so all of you can go for studying. So what happens? See, you can start your German language from here only. Once you go to class 12, you can start with your German language, and once you do your German language from here, A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, and then you can if you then you can go for the student college there. I always prefer that the students should go there for the foundation. That day, a few students came to my office. They were asking me that if we go to the college here, can we apply for the free education? See, application you can always do. Anybody can do, like here also for your NEET preparation and NEET exam, anybody and everybody who has a certain percentage of marks can appear for the NEET. But that, does that mean that everybody gets a chance to go for the NEET exam? No. So that's the thing, like if you do your bachelor's from here, there are risks of getting good universities and admission both there, because Germany's admission is more of an elimination than selection. Now suppose you are doing your A1, A2, B1, B2, C1 from here, then after that there is an exam, then only you can get through your foundation. So the student who is doing it from the German institute, they start it from here, they do their A1, A2 here. During the B1 we apply for the visa, and they go there and they finish their B1, B2, C1 there, and their exam is taken special care of, and they are for getting the foundation, it becomes easier for them. And moreover, when you are in first year here, you have your study pressure, and if you cannot keep your percentage, that also comes as an hindrance. See, if you want, you can take a chance, but through my years of experience, I have seen that many times the applications are not answered for. So, if you are really planning for Germany, this 1 year is an expenditure for you. But your student colon, if you do it from the state government of Germany, it is absolutely free. But there are certain student colon from like TU Berlin or some other universities, which is paid. That is almost 3,000 to 4,000 euros. But that ensures your admission in that university guaranteed. Mhm. So that's the thing. So if I tell you stepwise for undergrads, for masters it is much easier, for master students it is much easier. But for undergrads, the steps are like, you can start your language when you just pass your 12th or before that also, but that most of the time I don't recommend, because that hampers your class 12 studies. So as soon as you appear for your exams and everything, you start with your language. So you complete your A1 and A2 here. During your B1, we apply for your visa. You get the offer letters which ensures your foundation also, means student colon also. And then you go for your B1, B2, C1 to Germany. And from there, after passing the exam, you get into foundation. The foundation is state, the foundation, if you go to a state funded one, it is absolutely free. But many university foundations are paid. Okay, so you can always take the free version. And most of the bachelors are in German taught. That's why they put so much of emphasis on learning the language. The second option is you can try your luck. Start your 13th year. Germany has 13 year of education, like we have class 12. Germany has 13 years. So what you can do, you can start your class 13, that is your first year graduation here, and also do your language sidewise. We have a system where you can learn the language in a expressed, in a compressed way, that means in an express pathway, so that you finish all your language here, and then we apply for your foundation. No, sorry, if you finish your language here and you do your first year here, you don't need to do the student calling. Then we apply for your free German taught programs from here only. So there are two options for class 12 students. The first option is you do the pathway from a German institute. Once you pass your class 12, you complete your A1, A2 here. During your B1, we apply for your visa, and once we apply for your visa, you go there and finish your B1, B2, and C1, and then you go for your student calling, which is absolutely free if you do it on a state funded program. If you go for a university program, you may have to pay a tuition fees for that student calling. But one more option is you can take a chance, like you do your first year here, and after doing your first year, then what you do is you complete your language here, and so then you don't have to do the student colon, and we can directly apply for your undergrad. But we have to check from which college or university you are doing your first year. That has to be recognized by the embassy and the universities there. There is a special website from where we can check that. And next is your luck, because many times if your first year, you take more time in your first year studies and you neglect your German studies, you may not pass the exam. Then there are so many other small minor things, which may happen, which may hinder your. So if you ask us, the first option is better. But if you have a fund issue, you can take the second option, which is much cheaper. And because the first option has a charge, if you do it from a German institute, okay, they charge. But the second option, if you take, only you have to do the language from India, that we can help you to do at a very small package, but you have to take the risk. Now next is APS. Until and unless you complete your 12th, we cannot apply for your APS. So we have to wait for your 12th exam. Okay, once you get your mark sheets and all, we validate it with the embassy through the APS system. Means Germany has started this APS a year back to validate the mark sheets, whether you have done it from a recognized university, recognized school or university, that the embassy checks. So this is about the bachelor's. Now about the masters. You know, masters is little easier than bachelor's. Masters, first of all, are mostly German taught. Next, since you have already your bachelor's mark sheets in hand, we can immediately apply for your APS. We should not wait that when your this your offer letter from Germany will come and then you will apply for your APS. No, it doesn't happen, because when you have to validate once more in many universities. You know, once your offer letter they give, before that means one is done by the embassy and one is done by the university. So university we have to upload your APS also, and we have to validate with a few other things. In many universities hard copies also we send, you know, to double verify. Initially we never used to send, we always used to send the hard copy. Nowadays hard copies are not always mandatory, but we I prefer to send the hard copy also. Means our consultancy takes the additional, you know, task of sending the hard copy. So that's it. For the masters, the plus point is, I think I speak quite slowly, but still then if you have issues in understanding, do let me know so that I can get back to you. Okay, so just give me 1 minute. Just a minute. So while you watch the video, so this is our, I wanted to show you, this is our very old folder. When we started vidya.com, we started with this logo. Now the logo has changed. Okay, we have a new logo. There is a huge story behind it. I wanted to change the colors of the logo, so we came with a very new concept with the red and gold and everything. So our, you can subscribe in our channel and you can just write down like join, I want to join your community, or you can write down APS, you can write down free education, so that you know we can really help you. Um, so I'm giving you a question. Are you interested in free education in Germany? So why will you go through us? Because you need an expert. Without an expert, you cannot continue. So, you know, I was talking about your masters. So, masters, it is much easier. You can do your language A1, A2 from here, because there are lots and lots of German universities which has English taught masters. So, your path is much easier. We do your APS. The APS approximately fees is 18,000, which you directly pay to the APS portal. But we help you in doing the APS, because one small mistake, the money is not refundable. Okay, so that's why we help you in doing the APS. And then what main help what we do is, we help you find the right course in the right university. It's a marathon, you know. It's a marathon. If you do it, you will understand. Because we are doing it for so many years, we know which place suits you the best for your course. So masters is much easy. We apply if we apply from our end, we give a few choices, and if you don't want those choices, you can give us your choices, but I always insist that with your choices you also give us a chance to give you a few more options, because we know which universities are very friendly and they want you there. That you may not find out in Google, that the experience of so many years has given us. Okay, so that's the way, you can actually find out that. And one more mail has come, just give me a minute. Mm. Just give me 1 minute. So what I was saying, sorry. So it becomes much more easier, when you are going for your masters. Now regarding the percentage, if you are more than 75%, your admission in masters becomes very easy. More the merrier. More your CGPA, it's merrier. Again, they don't mention percentage, they look into the whole profile. But again, the algorithm, or through so many years being into it, we have seen that the students below 75%, it is very difficult. And now to for undergrad and postgrad below 70%, just forget it. Like we have also sent students who are below 65% with the language, but now that has become totally impossible. You just cannot do it. It just doesn't happen. Okay, so what you have to do is just give me, sorry, huh, students, I'm just. So so that's it. I was just checking, because it's the first time we are going live through software, and the live approach I'm doing first. It's doing for the first time, because YouTube videos are only for 10 minutes, and I really wanted to be with you all. So that's why I've come on live. So then we can now we can generalize into the whole thing. Undergrad, it is 13 year of education. That 1 year student colleen you can do here also, you can do there also, but I prefer, even German universities prefer that. I prefer because through my experience, what I have seen, I can tell you that I prefer, and the German universities prefer, that you do your student colleen from there, because in the foundation they teach you what they want you to learn for your bachelor's. But those who don't want to do it, you can take a chance, you can do language from here. We can help you do it in a very moderate package, and then we can help you in doing applications. Then don't have to do the foundation, only you have to do the language and study here 1 year. But that college or university has to be recognized by the embassy and the university, that we will check out for you. And the next is your, for masters it is much more easier if you have a 75% plus and you do your A1 and A2, you know. But from this year, please give your GRE. GRE was never mandatory in Germany, and there were many universities which we could apply without GRE. But this year, I have seen even many universities, those who were taking without GRE, this year they are asking for GRE. Like last year, we have sent a student to one university without GRE. Even he had a 3 year bachelor's, but still we got an offer letter for him. But this year, 4 year bachelor's and GRE is almost mandatory. If you don't have a 4 year bachelor's, then you have to give your go for your foundation year. So these are very mathematical, you know, for Germany. We don't say anything. What is the spade? I call it a spade. Students come, even my counselors tell me, ma'am, why do we have to, because other, you know, agencies, they are just taking money and they are saying that all this can happen like that, but it doesn't happen. But I should not do it. See, if you want to take the risk, I am there with you, but I can't be a partner in your risk. So if you want to go, the bachelor students, if you want to go the language, we will do it for you, whatever is required. Because I every year I go to Germany, and I have very good connection there, so I can do everything for you. But I cannot be a partner of your risk. So I always prefer, and I will always prefer, that you go for with the student colony in Germany, and you know, do the language from there only. That makes a lot of difference for your entrance exam. But still, I'm there with you. And if you ask that, ma'am, do you have a service charge, do you charge anything? See, basically when it is a free education, we do have to charge, you know, because there is so much of networking needs to be done, you know. So but the charges are on actuals. We will give you a clear picture for each charge, and the charge is very moderate. We understand when you are choosing free education, you know, you really are worried about the fun part. Now, here comes another main thing, that is block account. So, you know, block account is quite high, almost 11 lakhs something. So now what is block account? Block account, you can think of it as a security deposit. You know, they are giving you a free education, so they secure the seat, you know, they keep your money. It's your money, it is blocked in their account. You can use that money, but at the end of the year, before your next year visa is done, you know, you have to extend your visa na each year. So next year it is done, you have to again recharge your block account. As you know, recharge your TV, Tata Sky, your mobile, you have to fill it up. So you can use your block account for your living cost until and unless you get a part-time job. The master student can start their part-time job immediately, but the bachelor students, you have to wait for some time to do your part-time job. So till that time, you know, you have to wait. So you can use your blocked money. And here I want to tell you that we can hold your hand here. If you have a fund issue, we can help you in getting the education loan. Being so many years into the industry, I can really help you get the education loan even without any security. That's my guarantee to you. So I wanted to clarify a few things that you have when you have to take a personal loan or a gold loan, you just go for it. But when it is concerned about your education loan, you are so worried. But I think education loan is the best loan available in India. I was talking to one student from Africa. Even I spoke to one more student from Sri Lanka. I asked them, "Do you have an education loan?" They said, "No, ma'am, we don't have education loan in our country." So our country is giving you such a good opportunity of taking a education loan, but you are not taking it. Hmm. So there are many, many, many benefits of education loan. First of all, your parents are just the guarantor. That makes a huge difference, when your parents are a guarantor, because you pay back the loan. And when we can take a loan for a car, or we can take a loan for a refrigerator, we can take a loan for a iPhone, why can't we invest in something which will change my whole life and which will help me achieve my goal? And once you get a job, students and parents, when your child gets a job, he can repay the loan even within 3 years, because the salary he will be earning is too high. See, I will not quote salaries here, I will not quote anything here, but I really want to, you know, tell you that you all should avail the loan, you know, if you cannot fund your child, or if your parents cannot fund you. Loan option is a benefit, is a facility which is being given by the Indian, both nationalized and private banks to you. Whichever option you get, you just take it. We are organizing a loan mela here in the next month. So in the loan mela, particularly, what we will be doing is we will be um, making you aware about the loan. Loan mela doesn't mean that I'm telling you to take a loan. Loan mela means whatever doubts you have, the bank people, many banks will be here in my office. You can join online, offline, both, so that whatever they say, you hear, listen to it, and then take a decision if you can pay on your own, because this is a block money. So for Germany, because it's ranking very high, the banks do give a loan for the block money also. So we can help you in that. Okay. So that's it for today. Today I came impromptu. I wanted to just check whether you all could hear me, to understand me. So what all I told you today is, first of all, I told you about plus 2 education, I told you about masters, I told you about German and English taught programs, I told you about APS, I told you about block money, I told you about loan. Also, I will tell you about something else. Once you are there, if when you are eligible for a loan there, the percentage of loan is very low there, so you can take a loan there and you can repay your loan here also. Because here, if you will be paying, suppose I'm not quoting, suppose 10%, there you pay only 3 to 4% or 5%. So that is also another method. There are so many methods, but reach the country, like whatever benefits you have from India, take those benefits, and whatever benefits you have from the country, such a resourceful country, take that also. Understood? So that's it for today. Tomorrow, next Saturday, I will try to come live from both YouTube and Facebook. Okay, so that it maybe more students join, because whatever you get for free you don't enjoy it, but this free education is beyond dreams, beyond opportunities. So just go for it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Shushmita?